Well, it indeed happened. My Phobopus murinus, the larger one of the two I own, molted. And there's her molt. The part where you sex it's destroyed completely, so I cannot... I already know this one's a female, but I can't show you, unfortunately. But, yes. So, there she is. Very cool. I'm glad it was a successful molt. Alright, just wanted to update you. Hopefully she'll be out in all her full glory eventually, but you know how these guys like to hide in their little burrows. Alright. When you see something like this, you think, aha, it's time for more rehousings. I got these containers here at Dollar Tree, and I love them. And you may have seen that I already have a lot of my teas in them. But I really love how these lids snap so easily. You know, without having to really disturb the tea. See, look at that. Simple as that. And they're perfect for like your little spiderlings. I'm going to transfer some more teas in these just because I like them so much. They're very easy to store on your shelves. And I just think they, for plastic, they look really good. So, alright, let's get to some rehousings. First one I'm going to rehouse is my Grammostola rosea. I do not like this type of lid with this enclosure here because it takes a bit to get it off and then to put it back on. I feel like I disturb the tarantula too much when I'm trying to pull the lid off and then put it back on. It takes a little effort to do so compared to the real easy lid that we got with the new enclosures. So sorry, my makeshift tripod's failing me. But let's have a nice close look of the tarantula before we move it. And here's my cute little baby, Grammostola rosea. I think this one's still in pre-molt, but just like with your brackies, it takes Grammostolas a while to go through that pre-molt stage before they actually do molt. So, very slow growers. But cannot wait to see the reds really pop on this one. Gorgeous. Isn't that a cutie right there? Little bitty thing, only about an inch. So, I'm going to put her in her new home. If only they were all that easy, right? They don't like damp substrate, so all I did was just dampen that part of it right over there and wants to drink. But this all over here is dry, so. But very good. I think, I mean, it's really not too much different in size. I mean, it is wider, but it's not that much longer. So, but this one, as slow growing as it is, will be here in a while. So, alright, let's move on to another rehouse. Next up, I'm going to transfer my Brachypoma amelia, and just like with the last enclosure, has that same type of lid that I really can't stand. And so I'm going to move it over here to this one. Let's take a closer look. And there is my B. amelia. And you can see that that one is about the same size as the G. rosea. Only about an inch. And brackies are pretty slow growers as well, so this one will likely be in its new enclosure for a while. It's the exact same setup as the rosea. And again, they like it on the drier side, so I just wet part of the enclosure so I could get a drink, and then left most of it dry. So there's a little baby, recently molted. You see how tiny that little thing is? Cute little baby. Alright, let's put this one in its new home. And there you have it. Little tiny thing will be in there for a while. Alright, let's go on to another one. Next up, I'm going to rehouse my Hapalopus species pumpkin patch. I think it's time to go ahead and move this one over, and it will be in there for a little while. I added just a little extra humidity in this one compared to the last two. So let's have a close look at this one. Here it is along a pile of substrate, but kind of fast moving. There it is. That one is only about half an inch. There you go. These guys are quite fast for New Worlds. But I love how they already show the abdominal pattern real early on. It didn't take long at all for them to show that. So, yeah, here's the one of two that I have. So, let's put this one in its new home and see the size comparison. And there it is. So yes, this one will be in there a while. And they like to burrow, and for this size tarantula, I got plenty of substrate in it to make some neat little burrows. So there you go, Hapalopus species pumpkin patch. Alright, let's move on to another one. Oh, and by the way, I do like these containers here that I had it in. It's just that I'm just ready to give it an upgrade, that's all. I think these are really good for the tiniest ones that I have. So, alright, we'll move on. Next up, I'm going to rehouse my Triniochilus murinus, the OBT. And with this one, I gave it, just like with the Hapalopus, I gave it a little extra substrate to burrow in, since they enjoy burrowing. And they like it on the drier side too, so I just dampened that part right there. So let's take a closer look at the OBT. Well, with this one, all I had to do was pick up the top layer of the substrate that it had webbed itself in, and there's the bottom part. So, yes, you can easily see the orange abdomen there. So I'm just going to plop this old substrate in there, webbing, and it could use it or not. Unless it comes out, we'll see. Let's take a look. Well, that was about as easy as it could get, and I even had my catch cup handy. It just stayed in its webbing when I moved it over. So I'm just going to leave that in there. It's not like it's been in that enclosure for very long, and it hadn't had a chance to mold or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave it in there like that. And I do like these deli cups here. I really do. I think they're very easy to open and close and all that. It's just that I just wanted to give this one an upgrade, that's all. But there it is. Alright. We'll move on to another one. Exact same setup for the Idiotholemira. It's right in here. And I'm going to see if I can just lift it out like that. And you can see the T right there. So let's see if I can get it to go in here peacefully. Okay, well that's not going to work. So, I need to have a tripod on my Christmas wish list. Here's a good look, let's see. Here's a nice clear view right here. This is going to be a very gorgeous baboon species as it gets older. Blue-footed baboon. And it did a very similar thing as the OBT. It just kind of made like its own webbed up, you know, hide, and then left that part alone. So I'm going to see if I could scoop this one in here. Oh. Let's see. And again, I got my catch cup ready. And it looks like I may have to have it.
You're not making it easy. Come on, up you go. I know, I know. I know. Up, up, up.
Aren't they something? Yep. That's a baboon for you. It would help if I had an extra hand here. It really would. There we go. There, I had to wedge the camera under my leg. But there you go. Enjoy the view because this one will be hiding most of the time. This is about the best we'll be able to see it, I'm afraid. But yes, cute little fella, or girl, whatever it is. I might get a molt fairly soon. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going to take some pictures so it'll last longer. Alright. Now it's time to do the Aphonopelma marxi. Just gave it plenty of substrate to burrow because we all know what Aphonopelmas like to do. They like to be little bulldozers and wet that part of the enclosure. So let's get the Aphonopelma out. And here's the Aphonopelma marxi, only a ½ inch. It will be gorgeous when it gets bigger. So there's that one. Not much to look at now, but we'll certainly more than make up for it later. Alright, let's move it into the other one. And there we have it. Hope you like your new home, and I'm sure this one, you know, Phonopelmas are kind of slow growing, so we'll just expect to have this one in here for a while. Alright, we'll move on. I have, I think, 2 more to house. And here's my other Hapalopus species pumpkin patch. I just did the exact same thing I did with the other one. So there's my number 2. And this one is, like I said, they're very fast for New World. So this one was running all over my arm. So, but yes, oh, I just love them. Gorgeous as can be. Alright. I think the final one I have is my OBT, my other small sling. Alright. One more to go. Alright, there's an OBT in here somewhere. I think it's right in there. Triniochilus murinus, my other sling. And I have got my catch cup ready. And I'll bet you, just like with the last one, it's in there. Nothing in there. So, let's put it in this enclosure right here. Oh yes, I see it. Right there. I think that's the one that molted not too long ago. Alright, just like with the last one, I'm just going to leave that mound of dirt in there. And just try not to disturb it too much. I had to give it a different type of water dish because I ran out of my favorite ones, but that one will work just as well. So there we go. Mostly dry except for that area over there. Plenty of substrate to burrow. And we're good to go. I think that's all the rehousings we'll do for this video. So I guess stay tuned for just some miscellaneous stuff that I may come up with. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.